everyone. Today we're with John Cavendish, Amazon super expert. John, let's roll.
Omer, thank you for having me. So, as it says on the screen, let's get started. So what we're going to be going to do through today is how to solve seller central issues effectively. If you're an Amazon seller, you're going to get lots of value out of this. And actually, at the end, I'm going to share you some templates, how you can do it yourself. So stay to the end. If you're not an Amazon seller, to be honest, you should watch a different video of Omer's. You're not going to get any value out of this or start selling on Amazon. So you're a seller and it's the worst day ever. It's the morning, you've opened up your phone and you have a performance notification and it's a suspended listing. This is the worst. Who's had one of those? I know I have. And we all know who's behind these suspended listings, don't we? It's Jeff on his yacht, clicking the suspend button, driving us crazy. So I'm going to share with you exactly how our agents go about solving these suspended listings one by one. So skip forward if you want the suspension you have right now, if you're looking at a specific suspension, but if not, just watch through so you know what you're doing in the future. So you get your suspension. First thing you need to do is you go into seller support and you ask them what they believe it is. There's a reason behind this madness because they're going to send you a crappy templated response. But once you've raised this case, you need to get the case ID number and then you write it down. So the reason you're doing this is to get a case ID number. So once you've done that one, you've got your case ID saying what's the problem. You do number 2, which is to raise another case asking them to enable your category listing report. So you can see on this slide here, you get a products and inventory. I say, please enable my category listing report, and then it'll appear just here in your reports. What this means is this will give you a flat file or an Amazon feed file that you can edit to fix this as quickly as possible yourself without dealing with seller support. So we're going to go around in this little circle now. All right. So you've done the first two steps. You've raised it. You've got your case ID. You've asked them to enable your category listing report. You do these things for the top 5 issues. 1, if it's a product policy issue, you need to sanitize your listing to make it clean, make it safe, make Amazon think that you will have a boring product that they don't need to suspend anymore. So what you do is first you delete all the content in your category listing report to make it really boring, really vanilla, really safe. Then you replace it with generic content. You say, this is a blue widget. Awesome. No mentioning brand names or anything like that. And 3, then you re-upload this. So you upload this using Amazon's bulk file uploader, and you note down again the upload reference number because you're getting this piece of data. You're building your case with your reference number and your case ID from the start when we started out. All right, number 2. Is it an authenticity issue? This is the second most common thing that comes up. If it is, you need to locate invoices for the products you sent in. So get your invoice. Hopefully you didn't lose it. Number 2 is you need to annotate that invoice. So you want to mark it up as if a child or somebody who was looking at it for 8 seconds was reading it, so they know what to look at. So put a big red box around what you want them to look at. Sorry, description spelled wrong. Literally put an arrow to it and then annotate in red. This is what this means. This is why this is the product which I sent in. Because often on these invoices, it's not the same product, is it? It's named differently on your initial invoice to what Amazon calls it. Then you upload these invoices to Amazon so they can see the source of the products. So the goal is that Amazon now sees the flow from where you bought it from to them to it being legit and not some crap you've bought off Alibaba with no authentication. All right, number 3, IP violation. So when you get an IP violation, if you've seen one before, you get a nice email from Amazon, and in that email, it says this person has complained, these are the details, and this is the email of that person. So you review it from the brand owner. Use the email provided in the notification to email them and ask for clarification. A lot of times you get some potentially sketchy people emailing you and saying that you violated my IP. It's up to you to say that that you didn't violate it, and then they ignore you. So you need to track all correspondence. You need to track every one of these messages that you're sending to this IP owner. If the brand owner doesn't respond after 5 attempts, you need to raise a case to Amazon using this evidence of screenshots, these 5 emails, and say, these guys are making a bogus claim because I've tried to contact them and they're ignoring me. If they really had a problem with it, they would have responded. All right. All good so far, Omer?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Number 4. So product safety issue. So if you've got a product safety issue, you need to prepare a plan of action of how you're going to deal with this issue. You need to review the issue raised by Amazon. You need to create a plan of action. And this is where people get stuck because people are always like, but I didn't do anything wrong. Because a lot of the time you haven't done anything wrong. But Amazon does not care if you did anything wrong. They just want a plan. And so you have to write them a plan. If you want, you can either, as I say to my team a lot, you can either be right or you can be rich or you can make money. Like, we want to make money. So you accept the issue. Yes, I'm very sorry that this happened. I took these steps to immediately fix it. I did a bin check, or I checked everything in the warehouse. This won't happen again. Say, for example, Amazon resold one of your products that somebody returned. Like, all right, I won't resell used products again. And you upload this response to a case. Too often people get stuck in this I need to be right mentality, not I just need to get this thing solved so that I can move on with my life and carry on making money. All right. And step 5, hazmat. So often Amazon flags something and says, hey, this is hazardous. And then you go, what's that going on about? It's a bedsheet or something like that. So what you have to do, if it is hazardous, hopefully you know from your manufacturer and from your research already, you need to upload your safety data sheet from your supplier or your own testing. I'm sure that someone on this call can help you find a tester for that, should you need one in China. If it's not applicable, then you need to go into Amazon's Seller Central. You search for STS exemption sheets in the search bar. You find the one for your category, because there's different ones for different categories. And then you upload the case to Amazon and say, hey, look, it's not a problem. It was just flagged by a bot or something like that. So these are the 5 most things. Hopefully, if you're watching this and you've had one of these, you've got the solution and you're on the way to solving it. But what if it doesn't work? Like, just doing these first things doesn't always work. So if it doesn't work, you need to do what we call a delete relist. What that means is you have to delete the product from Amazon's catalog, from your account on Amazon's catalog, and then re-upload it more than 24 hours later. Now, the first time you do this, you may go, oh, I put hundreds of thousands of dollars and weeks and months and years into this product. I don't want to delete it. But you don't need to worry, because Amazon stores these products on their central catalog database, not in your account. So even if you created it first, when you delete it, it just gets deleted from your account, not from Amazon central catalog. So you'll keep your reviews. You're not going to lose nothing. You'll be all right. And if you need someone to hold your hand, contact Seller Candy and we can help you do it and make you feel special and safe. So if you're still having issues after 24 hours, this is when the time investment comes in, but you need to call Amazon. And when you call them, well, I haven't got the slide here, but when you call them, they're going to tell you to do 3 things. They're going to tell you to raise a case, and you'll say, oh, I did raise a case. Remember that we did that at the start? I've got this case ID number. They're going to say, okay. Well, what you need to do is we're going to do a bulk file upload for you and try and replace the listing. You'll go, okay, I did that already. Here's my bulk file upload number. That's number 2. And they go, oh, all right. Well, all you need to do then is you need to delete it for 24 hours and re-upload it. And then you're going to say, I did that already as well. And this is what happened and it's not working. And they go, oh, okay, we should escalate this then. And that's how you get escalated by Amazon. Otherwise, they will do each one of the steps we just did for you. And they will take 3 days to respond on every time. So you can either do this yourself over 48 hours, or you can spend the next 2 weeks going back and forth with Amazon, trying to get them to support you with it. All right. As you can see, there wasn't a magic pill. Like, we didn't do anything magic. The goal that we have is if we can tell them how to solve it, they can follow it way faster than if they have to take us through step by step. Because all they're doing is they're going through a decision tree and then each step coming off because they want to close the ticket in 8 minutes. That's their KPI. So if you want to take a screenshot, all you need to do, download Amazon's flat file, which is the category listing report, make edits, and create a clean version, delete the listing, wait 24 hours, upload, and then call them until they tell you to go away or they upgrade you to the leadership team, which is what we want to go to, which is those 4 steps. All right, so what we're doing is we're flipping the issue resolution process on its head. How about another? All right, so you have an unfair bad review. I don't know if anyone's ever had one of those, but everyone has unfair bad reviews. What can you do? And we all know who is causing those unfair bad reviews, don't we? Who's scrolling all day and leaving them and rejecting all your hard work? It's Dr. Bezos, the evil genius behind it all. If anyone was my age and watched Austin Powers when they were young, I'm sure they'll love this one. So this is exactly how agents go about removing bad reviews. So there are 2 ways that buyers leave bad reviews. First one is seller feedback on the account. If you've been selling for a while, this will be really basic to you, but we're going to cover it. And the second one is product reviews. So that can be seen on the product detail page. So if they are leaving seller feedback on the account, to remove it, it's pretty simple. You log into Seller Central, you go to performance and feedback. And then here on the right-hand side, you can request removal. This used to be that everyone did this and it was super easy and they removed everything. Now that doesn't work anymore. So what you have to do is you can remove things for reviews for shipping, FBA related things, and any violation of Amazon's guidelines. If you're doing FBA, which most of you are, then you can pretty much remove everything. Unless it's this person has terrible customer service, it can be removed. Because customer service is you, everything else is Amazon's responsibility if you're doing FBA. So anything to do with shipment or fulfillment or sending the product or damage is nothing to do with you. But if Amazon refuses to remove it, which they do about 30% of that, 60% of the time now, you need to open a case and then keep that case open. So you transfer it to your assistant and just get them to continuously keep the case open, or you let it close. And if you let it close, it takes much longer to remove. Remember, if you don't have an assistant, you are the assistant. So hire an assistant from someone like Seller Candy. So if you want to remove a product review, here's the process. This is more complicated. So there's a few things you can do. One is you can report abuse. So if you see the review here, you can click the report abuse button and you write a clear reason why it's inappropriate. And what inappropriate means is it's against Amazon's guidelines. So if it's not against Amazon's guidelines, don't write anything. It's fraud. Amazon will eventually flag you, especially if you do it at scale. But if it's against their guidelines, then they should remove it. And you click the report as inappropriate button. So if that doesn't work, number 2 is you can contact seller support. So in seller support, there's actually a section called product review. You should then use this template here that we've got up here, name of the review, title, all that information, fill it in, why it violates, and again, submit it. And 3, if you're a brand owner, you've got access to your brand analytics dashboard, which is the best way to do this. This gives you the ability to send one message to the person that left the negative review and ask them if you can help them solve the problem. So it better be an amazing message. And when you send this amazing message, you can't ask them to edit the review. You can't ask them to remove the review. You need to make sure that you fulfill everything that you're supposed to along Amazon's guidelines again. All right. So, John, that's me. You've told me how to fix some of the hardest to solve issues in my account, but what if I have technical problems during the update and I get stuck? Because everyone gets stuck. We all get stuck sometimes. So we have a bonus section, which was only added in the last time I updated this presentation, which is how to get unstuck. This is section 3 of 3. So here's the secret sauce that you need to get unstuck from doing this. There are 12 types of the most common error code that you'll get when you upload your feed files. And we are in detail going to read through each one of them right now. No, we're not. Here's a download, which you can use. You can scan with your phone. You can sign up. You can get this at one of our SOPs. And this is our literal SOP from our company of how we deal with these 12 most common types of.
Wow, that's useful.
Thank you. Feel free to download it. There's the QR code. So you can, what you have to do is you check the attached document. You run through the steps. There's several steps in each one. And then you can celebrate. You've finally got flat files to work, because flat files are the bane of people's lives. They've been hiring people to do them since the beginning of time. We at Seller Candy can help you do it as well. But this is our SOP for dealing with it, because it's one of the most frustrating things. So, for example, this is the basic procedure to get through an 8032 error code, and it's included inside the download. So we've only had a few minutes. If this helps, then Seller Candy can do everything on your screen there. Pause it, take a screenshot if you want. If that's of interest, we have a bunch of great testimonials. You can check out Trustpilot. And if you want more, you can download our Technical Problem Solvers Guide, which guides you through how to use all the stuff I went through earlier. We spent 5 years of the business putting this together. It's at sellercandy.academy, not .com, sellercandy.academy. You can download that, or you can book a consultation with one of our team. Just go to our website and click the free consultation button. So that's it. Omer, any questions?
Yeah, so how can people contact you? Is it through the website you just showed us?
Yes, that's the best way to reach out, is to go to sellercandy.com, just click book a call, and you'll be able to talk to someone same day. Me, I'm not just get contact of. You can message me on LinkedIn, I'll get back to you.